channel. It's Phenomenal Food by Chef Holly. Today we are going to make a gluten-free pasta bake. That's right, my daughter eats primarily gluten-free, so we're doing this dish today. Okay, so I already got some celery that I had left over, just chopped up really roughly, and I'm gonna go ahead and just rough chop some garlic. I've got about 7 cloves here. I like a lot of garlic in my pasta bakes and my lasagnas and so on. I like garlic, period. So I'm just going to rough chop some garlic because it's all going to cook away. And then when I get my knife right, I'm going to cut up an onion. Rough chop. You don't have to do any kind of specific cut for this. So I'm just going to cut this up and we're going to wait till I'm done, I guess. Yeah, don't forget those little end pieces too. Chop those up. Just country ass dice is good. And that's one whole onion, guys, that I used, or that we're using. Alright, so now we're going to get to our bell pepper. And we're just going to rough chop that as well, because it's all going to pretty much cook away once it gets into the saute pan. Alright. Okay, so now you hear that sizzle. The pan is hot. I put a little olive oil in the bottom of the pan. And just getting all those onions in there. Then we're going to put that celery. Just whatever celery I had on hand is what I threw in. And then half of a red bell pepper. You can use green red pepper. You can use green pepper, yellow pepper, whichever one you want to choose. And then the garlic. Okay, so we're just going to saute all those items together so they start to marry. Yum, yum, yum. And we're going to add in a little kosher salt, just a little bit. A little ground black pepper. Yep, I don't know what's wrong with my words today. And in a second, we're going to drop in a pinch of thyme. There's our thyme. All right, so we're going to just saute all these things together really well. Yummy, yummy. And we're going to move on to our next ingredient, which is some basil. I had some basil, fresh basil in the fridge. It looked like it was getting ready to go south. So, you know, we're doing a pasta bake. Throw the basil in. So there goes our basil. And now let's put in our ground beef. We have about 2¼ pounds of ground beef that I'm just going to chunk up and throw in here. That's the rest of it. The basil was smelling so good, y'all. Yum, yum, yum. All right, so now we're going to just kind of chop it down with my spatula here and get all those aromatics nice and incorporated into the ground beef. This is a bouillon cube. You could use Jimbo if you go to African grocery stores, or you can use a Maggi beef bouillon cube. Add a little flavor. Be careful, one is enough. It's very salty. And we're going to put in just a pinch of cumin. Then I put about 2 tablespoons of granulated garlic. Yes, more garlic. And then I went with another 1.5 tablespoons of seasoned salt. I did not use Lawry's. Sometimes it can be a little too salty, so I use McCormick Seasoned All. And that's about 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, or Worcestershire sauce. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Lee and Perrins. There we go. All right. And we're just going to mix all that up together as well. Okay. Next, we're going to put one of those small cans of tomato paste in there. I think they're about, what, 6 ounces, 7.5 ounces? Not really sure, but a small can of tomato paste is what we're going to put in there. And we'll mix that all up together. All right, that's nice and incorporated. And we're going to add my favorite, ketchup! Yay, ketchup. That's about maybe 1/4 cup of ketchup in there. Remember, ketchup is good stuff, y'all. It's lemon juice, it's vinegar, it's sugar. That, what I just put in there, was a little bit of oregano right at the end, and we are pretty much done. You can taste it, see if you need to put a little sugar in there, see if you need a little more salt or whatever. But we should be good to go. And last but not least, we have some Parmesan cheese. Yummy, yum. So we'll put some Parmesan cheese in there. And I've already turned the stove off, y'all. So I don't want that parm, you know, to stick to the bottom or anything like that. So I'm going to take the gluten-free pasta that I boiled earlier. This is fusilli, and it's made with rice. And I'm going to add, with a slotted spoon, some of that filling. You can drain the grease off on your own time, or you can use a slotted spoon so you don't get all that grease inside of your dish. Then I'm going to top it with a little ricotta cheese. There we go. And then my secret ingredient is coming up, which every Italian mom is probably rolling over in their grave, and my Italian grandmother probably is too. But this is my secret to my lasagnas. Here we go. Mexican cheese dip. That's right. Cold Mexican cheese dip. When it melts, it's so runny and good, and people don't even know what's on there. And then we're going to just cover that with a little bit of dried parsley. And then we're going to cover the rest of that with a little bit of shredded mozzarella. Time to go into the oven. And as you can see, I made an extra one in the back too. Put in the oven on 350 till cheese melts and is bubbly. Pull it out, let it rest for a second, place it on your plate. And I thought it'd be nice to put a little mixed greens next to that. So I put some mixed greens there. And there they are. Very simple, cool, gluten-free dish my daughter would love. And she makes it for herself sometimes too. But so she got a nice dinner tonight. And you guys got 2 videos in one day. Isn't the world just wonderful? Lucky, lucky, lucky. You can follow me on Twitter at Chef Holly Smith. You can also follow me on Facebook. Like my page, Phenomenal Food by Chef Holly. Yes, that's me. Thank you for enjoying my food and enjoy.